if you're a video game console collector or just a video game collector like myself, you happen to have a lot of consoles at your disposal. Right now at the moment I happen to own 13 video game consoles, and well, that's a lot because you don't normally know a lot of people or meet a lot of people that own a lot of consoles, more than 2 or 3 or just the modern ones. But my point is here is that if you own a lot of video game consoles because you're a collector or you just like video game consoles, you want to make sure that they stay protected in places or areas in which they won't suffer from the common video game console damage, such as scratches to the screen or scratches to the system in itself, damage to the buttons or bumps from falls or anything of that sort, the common stuff as I said. And so you want to keep your consoles safe and protected in something that you know will keep it safe and protected. And well, in this case for the Game Boy Advance model AGB-001, you want to make sure that it stays protected by buying a carrying case for it, since it is a handheld video game console. So you could get one of these, a Game Boy Advance carrying case that is an official product from Nintendo that was released back when the Game Boy Advance, this model, happened to be first introduced back when it was new in the early 2000s. So as you can see, it's nice in its design in the sense that it's a small carrying case, and you take a look around it and it's very simple in its design, but it'll do its job because it's well padded, and well, it has all the areas and little things, little details that your Game Boy Advance needs to stay safe and protected while you're carrying it on the go. So as you can see, it has a little buckle right here. If you just press it, you open it, and you have access to the inside parts of the carrying case. As you can see, here's the area where you would place your Game Boy Advance model AGB-001. So you take your Game Boy Advance and you just place it in here, and as you can see, it even has these rubber band things that keep it in place. There's little squares right here that have fibers on them that this thing latches onto, further ensuring I should say, that your Game Boy Advance doesn't fall out of the place of the plastic. So as you can see, the plastic in itself that keeps the Game Boy Advance in place has many cutouts, allowing you to play your Game Boy Advance without actually taking it out of the carrying case in itself. So as you can see, you have access to all of the Game Boy Advance's buttons. You have access to both shoulder buttons without any problem whatsoever, access to the D-pad, start and select buttons. All the cutouts seem in great place. As you can see, even the speaker has 5 little hole cutouts above it, so that it doesn't block any of the sound that the speaker is emitting, so that it can reach your ears without any problem. You look at the bottom of the Game Boy Advance, and as you can see, you have the headphone jack and the volume control, so that you also have no problem reaching that, or the power switch. So as you can see, you can actually just play your Game Boy Advance without taking it out of the case. And it's actually pretty comfortable to play it like this. Some of you may agree with me, some of you may not if you happen to own this particular carrying case. But the back of the carrying case in itself gives you more room, more grip, more area in which you can grip your Game Boy Advance, so that you have less problem with it falling off your hands or when you're playing it. And as you can see, above the area that holds the Game Boy Advance in place, you have a little zipper that gives you access, once you open it, to a little area that can hold, say, game cartridges or just small accessories or peripherals for your Game Boy Advance. And as you can see, it has some netting that keeps it all in place, so that you can also see while you're storing Game Boy cartridges or accessories in here. You can see what you have in here, but it also won't let it fall out as you're carrying the case while you're traveling. So you just place the stuff inside and you zip it back closed, and there you go. There's no problem there. It keeps whatever you place in here nice and protected and from falling out of the case itself. So to just carry your Game Boy Advance, you just put the buckle back in its place, and as you can see, no way that this is gonna fall out in any way, shape or form. It's very well designed to keep it from falling. So as you can see, this also comes with a shoulder strap. I'm not sure if actually this was included with the case in itself. I imagine it was, because that'd be kind of sad. But as you can see, it's a nice shoulder strap. It's a pretty decent length, and when you place it on your shoulder, it ends up hanging around your waist. Well, my waist actually, If you're taller than me, it probably end up hanging above your waist, but it's a decent shoulder strap if you don't want to carry it by hand, or if you want to hold it by here or any other way. So basically, this Game Boy Advance carrying case does its job very well, and I definitely recommend it if you just want something small in which you can keep your Game Boy Advance. And so this was the review for this Game Boy Advance carrying case. I am Juanito Shit, and thank you for watching my review, and I'll catch you in my next review. Thank you for watching.